Hey guys, SDI here, and today I'm just going to be doing a video on my new Emerson AOR1 fast helmet. I purchased this off of Airsoft Park for around $70. I also had a discount during their Chinese New Year's week, so I got it for about, I think I got like 10% off, I think, so it was a pretty good deal. This helmet is actually pretty good quality. The finish seems to be a hydro dipped. I'm hoping that it holds up well, because I know hydro drip has had problems where it would eventually the pattern would eventually just rub itself off, and after more use. All the arc rails and the NVG mounts are also covered with the pattern, which is okay, but it's not authentic to the real one, where it's just a plain tan arc rail and NVG mount. But the helmet itself, of course, like any other ballistic fast helmet, comes with the Velcro for any patches or any accessories you might want to add on here. For mine, I did have to add some extra Velcro in some places to hold some of my E-lights and packs here. In terms of build quality, the helmet itself is very rigid, comparable to my premium fast helmet that I purchased off of Airsoft Depot. That one cost about $120, and I must say that this one is actually the better buy, because the quality really isn't bad on this. I really like it. There was really no need for me to spend that $120 on that premium helmet, because it really wasn't that good either, because some of the rail adapters and everything didn't fit very well on the arc adapters, so that was kind of a bummer. The helmet itself came with a lot of other accessories. Came with this NVG cover here. I believe these holes and these serrations here are actually for mounting an NVG that would actually move up and down on here, so you can adjust it. But that's also what it comes with. All the other stuff I have inside here. This is my Emerson counterweight pouch, and this holds all of the other the swivel clips here. Basically, these go onto the arc rail, and you can attach a maybe attach your goggles or masks with these swivel clips, which is pretty cool. In terms of weight, this helmet is pretty light. The material here is it's much thinner than my premium version. The premium version was around like 1.5 centimeters. This one is a little bit thinner, well, a lot thinner, as you can tell. You guys can see that. See, it's not very thick, but still very rigid. It does flex a little bit, but not so much that it feels cheap. So that's a good thing. The straps are also very high quality. There's not much loose threads anywhere. My old helmet had a lot of extra thread sticking out, and it would scratch on my chin and make it really irritating over time. So that was kind of annoying. This one doesn't have that, so that's a good thing. On the chin strap, there's also a leather insert, just to make it a bit more comfortable when you wear it. The clips are made by Emerson themselves. It does have their logo and their brand on it. So the straps are also very long. They're long enough so you can fit a variety of heads. So that's also really good. It's kind of a little bit stiff to adjust, but that's also a good thing, so you know that the helmet doesn't slip or it doesn't readjust itself as you're wearing it. So that's also another plus right there. A really cool thing that I like about the headlock system is that they actually rubber coated the knob that adjusts the headlock inside the helmet. It's rubber coated, so it feels very nice to the touch, and it doesn't scratch your hands when you rotate it. The FMA ones, like the FMA branded ones that I've seen in some of the local retailers, they have some really sharp edges, and when you try to adjust it, you might actually cut yourself. So that's also pretty bad in terms of like FMA's design. But this Emerson one is pretty good, very nice. The inside pads are also not too bad. My old helmet had rubber pads here. This one is like some sort of fabric, and it's got a sponge in it, but it's really not that bad. The pads are pretty good for the price. Actually, I don't mind. These ones actually feel a bit better than the old ones I had. The ones I had in my premium version were some sort of foam. Apparently, it's some sort of memory foam, but I found that they do tend to break just from wearing on my head. They started to tear, so that's also a bad thing. But this is fabric, so it's not going to tear as easily. That's also really cool. However, I have noticed that the Velcro attachments here inside the helmet are not they're not very sticky. They sometimes like to peel off with your when you pull off the pads here, which is not a big deal. You can glue them back on yourself. But I had that issue with my other helmet as well, so it's kind of a given for these replica helmets. It's also happened to my premium version that I got before, so it's you know, same issue, but I haven't had too much problems with it so far. Other than that, the helmet itself is pretty nice. It's even got the bungee retaining cord here for your NVGs. The Norotos mount is actually metal, not plastic, like on the FMA ones, which is also a big plus. I was kind of scared that this was plastic because I didn't want this to break, but for $70, it actually came with a metal one, so that's also really nice as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it for this helmet. It did come with these clips that go onto the side. These are also things to help you retain your mask and stuff like that. The ones that came with this were not these ones. These ones came from my old helmet. The ones that came with this helmet are actually in AOR1 as well. They were coated in the pattern. So, but just to make it more accurate to the real helmet, I swapped it out for the black ones. I will be painting these tan because it's just not very authentic to have, you know, pattern covering up the arc rails here, because the real one doesn't have that. So I'll also be painting the NVG Norotos mount. One thing that I am missing from this helmet setup is the FMA L4G24 NVG helmet mount. It's supposed to go up front here and replace this thing. It's full metal, so I'm hoping it'll hold up well. But just from looking at the pictures, it does seem pretty high quality. It's got some laser etched markings on there, and it seems to be made out of aluminum, so I'm hoping the quality is at least decent on that one. But I'm gonna go over some of the accessories I have on my helmet here. At the back, as I mentioned before, this is my Emerson AOR1 counterweight pouch, which I will be using to put extra batteries and memory cards for my contour. So if I do run out of batteries or run out of memory space on my contour, I can just easily take my helmet off, and then I can just open this pack up, and it's got everything there, everything I need for the contour. On the back, I've got Element E lights. These are the OD ones. Hope you can see that. Yes, you can. There you go. This one, for some reason, only flashes, whereas the other one, you press it once, it stays on. Press it again, and it starts flashing. At the top, I've got an Element Manta strobe. This one is the red version. It's a really nice light. I really like this one. This is my favorite. You press the bottom here to turn it on. It will vibrate 3 times just to let you know, it's just to notify the user that it's on. Right now it's on IR mode. When you turn it on, you press the 2 buttons on both sides. It vibrates 3 times and it flashes. Press it again. It flashes faster and faster, and this is the fastest setting. You press it again, it just goes back to normal. But in order to go back to IR mode, you have to turn it back off and then turn it back on. So that's not too bad. But I really like the look of this setup. On the right side, as you can see, I have a US patch in tan. This is the patch that I mentioned in my other unboxing video. He sent me OD patches, which was quite disappointing. But he resent them. He sent these tan ones for me. They came in actually packs of 2, so I have 2 of these. One goes on my helmet, and the other goes on one of my sleeves on my AOR1 trigger BDU set. So that's also really nice. But overall, I really like this helmet. It's a great helmet. It's light. It's very rigid, and for the price, it comes with a lot of accessories, and it's definitely worth the value. I recommend you guys to at least go check it out. At least take a look at it. If you have any local retailers, you should ask them if they have any Emerson ones, because these are probably the best helmets to buy, the best fast helmets at least. But if you do want an airframe, only FMA makes it, so the quality on those are. The finishing is not as good as Emerson. Even on the arc rails and on the AF frame, you can see a lot of seam marks on the arc rails and stuff. A lot of people have been replacing those with Real Cry stuff and Real Cry helmet covers. I mean, it does look good, but it's just a little bit too too expensive for the price. I mean, the helmet itself is about like $60, and then you got to ship out another 50 for the real arc rails and another 50 for the helmet, so that's around like $160. Not to mention you got to pay for shipping and all that stuff, so that's almost equates to $180 or $190, so that's almost a $200 helmet. Whereas this one, $70. These are like discount, so I got these for $20 as a set, and this one I got for like $30, so not too bad for the price, and this was about $10. So on the left here, I forgot to mention, I have my Contour HD. This is still a pretty new Contour, so I'm not expecting to get another Contour Roam anytime soon. I know they came out with the newer ones, and I know they are better, but this will just have to do for now for any game videos I'll be posting. So anything you see on games posted about, like, gameplay videos and stuff like that, I will be using the Contour to film. I've already have it charged and ready. Got 32 gig SD card for it, so I'm hoping to get some really cool footage to show you guys. But anyways, that's pretty much it for my AOR1 Emerson Fast Helmet. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.